including men and women, he or is. To train up is to initiate or instruct a child the way he should go, the manner of life which you will have him or her to follow in the beginning of his or her life. The way you want her to live in the beginning of her life. That is the training you are going to give. That means you are initiating something in his tender age. As soon as he is capable of receiving instruction, that is the time you start giving. And is when the child grows, I tell you, he's going to take a very tough thing to change him or her. I don't know if you will agree with me. We really enjoy this, and people here really enjoy that. We've been brought up, especially West Africa, we've been brought up in a way that when a child, a little boy or girl see an elderly person, the child will stand up for the elderly person to sit. Is it so? Yes. And not only that, if a child see elderly person, you can't just go and shake elderly person's hand. Good morning or good afternoon. You will bow down when you are greeted. And we've been trained that when your parents or elderly person talking to you, you don't look at their face. Is that so? Yes. Some people, but in our place, you don't look. You bend. When they are speaking, you bend. That one shows respect. We've been taught in this way. And not only that, we've been taught that when you are eating with elderly people, even when you are eating meat or fish, is the last thing you will touch. Is that so?
Yes. So.
And so many of us stick to this up to this day. I believe I have at least 2-3 leaders in this place that have that spirit. Because my mother and my grandfather taught me, they said fish is not food, but just to support it. And once my mother learned something, once you are eating with Allah, and you happen to take little crayfish, just use your, sorry I go to Nigeria now, use your airbag. Forgive me, Gary, we come. Use it to touch, pick that crayfish, she saw you. And that is, you are giving her a message that you are satisfied. I'm satisfied with the food. I'm okay now, I need my fish. She is going to do something to you. You're supposed to tell her that you are okay. Mommy, give me my fish. Or you have to wait until all that's finished. Then she's going to share it with every one of you. She's going to you why you take the crayfish. You're going to hear the next thing you are going to see in your eyes. You finish eating. Wash your hands and go. Even fish you are not taking. He said you have already taken the one that belongs to you. She tells you this thing you did is thief. And not only that, that if this thing hook your throat, who is going to take care of you? And that training remained with me up to this day. I have a white hair. But when I'm eating, hardly before you see me touching fish. Because mother taught me. That is the training. You initiate something, and once a child pick it, it's very difficult for them to deviate from that way. You impress, the pressure you made on this child all these years will remain with the child. And you see, when you are sitting inside the bus, any elderly Greek man enter, they are coming close to you. I don't know if you notice that.
Yes, yes.
Because they know you that have the color, you will stand up. That's the training we receive from our parents. It's a train up the child the way he should go. And when he grow old, he will not deviate from it. He instruct a child in the principle of virtue before he receives other impressions. We parents, there is something we have to learn. When a child go to school in this place, you must get something clear. Once they come back from school, you start your own training. Because the training they receive from school is not exactly the training you are going to get. Some part of it. Not to read and write, but the training of abuse and other ugly things, you have to take all these things away from them. So you start that training again. They spend 8 hours in the school. When they come back, the rest hours is for you to train again. You have to train them the principle of virtue. Initiate is to facilitate the beginning of something. Now when you initiate this, that means you are facilitating something that is supposed to follow. Initiate, if you initiate something, you are the one starting it. You have to start something. And what is facilitate? Is to make something possible or easier. But I thank God that there's a place. I come from the same place with the father and partly the mother. So I'm going to speak bold. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to remind them that there is something special in our place, whereby we don't sell it so easily. Probably when we go to Europe, we may think that, when we get home, we can do that. But here you start it. In our place, we value integrity. I believe he knows, and the mother knows, because she was brought up in our place. He knows what it means by integrity. Some people today thought that having money, rich, is integrity. That is not integrity. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principle. That's what we need in our place. Not only that, soundness of moral character, honesty, uprightness, sincerity, truthfulness, decency, and trustworthiness. That's what integrity means. And if you are going to get married in our place, up to the time that I got married, our place, we are not after money. You may be rich. You may have jeep. You may even have helicopter, whatever you think of. But we are not after that. We are going to send spies before you get married in our place. Both sides are going to do that business. They are going to send someone to the wife side to inquire how those people they behave. Now, if you want to get married, you must know that there's somebody on top of mountain that is going to watch and see everything about you that is in the valley. will search everything. Does anyone from that place thief? If there is anyone related to them that is thief, the whole entire family, they are thieves. If there is anyone that commit adultery, every one of them, they are adulterers and adulteresses. I don't know if it's in your place. If there is anyone mad, every one of them, they are mad people. I don't know if you know this.
Yes, it's in my place.
Both sides, they are going to do this work. And once they finish, and that's the reason why when your parents come that I want to marry your daughter, they will tell you come back. And the coming back, they are going to investigate. And if really you get all those qualifications, please my people, move forward, let them take care of it. When you have the integrity, do you know what they're coming to tell you? In our marriage, you will hear this. I never doubt their integrity. And once they tell you, I never doubt their integrity, that means there is a go ahead.
Accepted.
Accepted. But there is another thing. When you get the opposite, I doubt their integrity. When you come back, they will tell you, anyway, come back again. Until you find out that they are saying no. Because integrity is not there. You see that integrity comes all the way from the father. Not the child. But the child is going to pay the price now. Because they believe that the child will follow the same step. My brother Cletus, I have a lot to tell you. Because in our place they said, the food that God eats, the same thing the children will eat. The children are not going to eat a different thing than what the mother eats. So you get that. And the decency, the behavior that is good, moral, acceptable in society. If you are a rough person, they will say that's family, they are rough people. Rough. Train up the way a child should go. You will hear some words when there is no decency there. Those people, let me give you one word we used to. I don't know if those of us that are up to 50 years, you know what evening times they used to call walkabout in Nigeria before. It goes with the evening times. Walkabout. They say that place they don't stay. They goes everywhere. That pleases them. They don't stay at home. The wife doesn't stay. And any woman who doesn't stay, what is it? He will have this. Gossip. And another words, he said people with a double tongue. And once they said people with a double tongue, what are they saying? They don't say truth. You see that? They lack something there. Say, they don't say one thing straight in. They try to bend. They can change. Another thing, the lack of respect. They are mad people. They don't stay in husband's house. We are from the same place, in Ndokwa side. In Ndokwa, and you know, there are some Ndokwas you don't marry from there because they don't stay in husband's house. You know that? If you don't know, tell me, I will. Ask me, I will tell you. Of course. They are fighters. There are some part of Ndokwa, we say they are fighters. You don't marry their ladies. Now people, you get that from me today. I will tell you everything. They say they are cheaters. Where does it come from? From the father and the mother. If you taught your child not to cheat, and the child will be following you, they are thieves in our place. If your yam get lost, they knows exactly where to find it. If your chicken get lost, they knows exactly the house they will find it. You know why? Because they are using that. And nobody goes there to marry. Because they say that place out there see chicken. Oh. Chicken doesn't have a place there. They can easily steal goat, yam, everything. My brother Cletus, you have a lot to do. You know what Bible says? It said, good name is better than riches. Is that so?
Yes.
Okay. Proverb is the place I give you. Proverb 22. Verse 1 said, if you have to choose between a good reputation and a great word, choose a good reputation. A good name. And when you said you are training a child, I'm sorry my brother, don't ever have that in back of your mind. Do what I say but not do. Every step you and your wife are taking, Chidimma will follow. Chidimma is watching both of you. She is watching, and that is the step she's going to take. Except there's going to be a little thing that will change in her life. Every step you are taking, she's watching. And you will tell her, oh, you will tell her, don't eat meat. Don't eat meat when we are eating. But you are eating. Do you know what? One day she will ask you, Daddy, why are you eating meat when we are eating? And you say that I shouldn't eat. And you are going to say, now because I'm old. You will get a one answer there. Or question. So, Daddy, now that you are old, Mommy, now that you are old, you turn to be a bad man. She will give you. You said a good child doesn't eat meat. When they are eating, after food, they will eat meat. And you are eating it, we're going to tell you, so you grow old, you change to be a bad person. Does it help you? Does it help you? Everything you know that you don't want her to do, don't ever do it. And that's only way when you are talking to her, you will tell her, that thing you did, have you ever seen me do such a thing? Am I doing the same thing? You will be bold to say. But if you're a thief, and you tell her not to thief, he will tell you, Daddy, you yourself, you're a thief. He will tell you to your face. I'm telling you the children now. I've gone through it, and I'm still going through it. He will tell you, what do you tell me not to do, whereas you are doing the same? You drink, you tell her not to drink. Ah, Daddy, forget that. You drink, you tell me not to drink. Why? He said you are a small child. Okay, so you are an old person, you become a bad person now. My dear brother, my dear sister, you must know this. You don't want her to do something, you dare not do it. And that's a good teacher. That's a good teacher. Otherwise, do what I say but not what I do. And it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. And when they are giving message, they are giving message as. They are giving message as, oh, this is the daughter of Cletus. This is the daughter of Sister Ogechi. And they will be happy in coming to your house. Because they are coming to marry your daughter. But if you train her in the other side, my dear brother, she will be there for you. She will be there, and people will look, when somebody suggests, what of that girl? Whoa, that place is no-go area. If you are the one going party from party to party, she will follow. Then you have to learn. Here we stay. Anyway, I thank God that so many people doesn't know me here. So they might, They might have know my name somewhere. But seeing me in person, somebody proved that to me when I went to Ireland to preach in Dundalk. Then the flyer comes out with my name. Pastor Banji was passing it out together with I and his wife and family were doing the job. We went to supermarket. When we get to the supermarket, our black man was a security there. He received the flyer. He opened it. He said, "Who is this Reverend Gold Chukwemeka? I heard, is it from Greece?" Pastor Banji said, "Yes." He said, "I heard of his name. I was in Greece. I just came here." He said, "But I never see him." He said, "That is a person you say, yeah, man of God, I heard many things about you. Now I'm seeing you the first time." Because how many times you see me party? I'm sorry, because I don't want my children to party. I want them to be a housewife. Hello? Yeah. I want them to be a wife you marry, keep at home. When you go outside, you will come back and meet your wife. Your wife will not tell you that she's going to Monia, whereas she's going to Kifisha. It's a very sad thing. When you marry a woman you don't trust, a woman you cannot say, "Darling, I'm going somewhere and I will be back." Before you comes back, she have already go her own way as well. That is not a family. Husband will say A, the wife is going to say B. The wife will say, all you will do. The husband say, "I am the husband." If you, both of you, give her that way, I'm sorry, she will be in your hands forever. Hello? She will turn to be one diddy. When did he? I don't know. Sorry, I go to my place. When did he? They give birth to a girl. The girl got time for her to go to school. They say, "When did he?" Wait. The when did he still waiting? No school. The time to get married. They say, "When did he?" Wait. When did he still waiting? That's how patience. So when did he wait? And now, a time to give birth. How is he going to give birth without marriage? He thought to be when did he again? Until when did he die? You see that? Not when did he. We don't need when did he. We need one that people will be coming to your house. You are the one to carry small gun. I'm telling you, your small gun is your mouth. No go area, no gay area. I tell you, there's somebody one day, we that give birth to girls, there is something we are going through, suffering. I tell you, because there are things that will happen. In my place, and the way I marry my wife, I respect her parents. My parents have to go. And even if I'm going to talk to her father, I never go and talk to her father. I go with my father, my stepfather, and my mother. I'm just at the back. A man just walked into this place one day. We finish service. Just come to me. "Pastor, I want to see you." I said, "What is that, my dear?" I want to know your daughter very well." "How do you want to know her?" He said, "This is very good in music and all." I said, "How? You want to?" He said, "I want to marry her." Standing here, the words I give to her, I'm sorry, she's not free. Get out from me here. You want to marry a woman, and now you come face to face to me. When you marry her, what are you going to do to me? No single respect. I want to marry her. What type of marriage? Even in the way he dressed and everything, I look at him like somebody going to farm. Even if you're going to farm, I don't care. But give me my respect. Let you walk into me. I want to marry her. I want to marry your daughter. Oh God. I say people that have ladies, they suffer. This is not the way I marry my own. My mother and my stepfather, my people, they go 2-3 times before I even step there. And when I'm going, I'll go at the back, I follow. I don't want to come out openly. Before I ask, who is the one going to marry my daughter? Before my parents said, this is the one. You go openly to go. What do you think? And that's the respect because the lady, she's at home. If the lady is at home, she's the one to introduce to you. Hey, daddy, this my, what do you call, boyfriend or fiancé? They color it now. Instead of them to say my boyfriend, they say this is my fiancé. You are the one to introduce or they are the one to come. Even if doesn't have father here, didn't you supposed to have somebody? A close friend. We go together. Please, I love your daughter. I want to marry your daughter. Do you see respect? They come home. But if they take her at the pub, you know our place. Let me give you that language. That the feather you pick when you are playing, the feather will get lost. Bye. You see that? So my dear brother, I think I said a lot. We are from the same place. You have a beautiful girl. Eh?